On a hot Thursday evening in Lawrenceville, Georgia, the Atlanta Smoke gets set to host the Florida Vibe in the first of a 3-game series here in the PSL. And the Vibe and the Smoke battle it out with the journey to hope that both teams ending up in Birmingham for the championships come August. I'm Eric Lopez alongside Victor Anderson, and certainly this is a Smoke teams that their bats are on as hot as the weather, and that was in display a couple of nights ago, Victor, with Morgan Howell setting the tone. And you see Howell with the 3-run homer for Morgan Howell against the New York Rise to start it off with a 3-0 lead, and then she would add in a base hit to right field to score 2 runs to make it 5-0 in favor of the Smoke, as Morgan Howell, the veteran, had a monster game. But she would not be alone, as Kayleen Harding with a base hit down the line would drive in a run, and scoring Dallas Goodnight, making it 6-0. And then right there you see Morgan Howell sliding right behind her. So a 2-run hit to make it 7-0. And then Elizabeth Mason with a 2-run shot to right field. And the Smoke would go on to win comfortably and take the 2 games from the New York Rise, just overpowering the Rise pitchers and winning in very ease. And now they turn their attentions to the Vibe, and in what should be a fun matchup. We'll see now as we get the starting lineups. It'll be Abby Dayton to lead it off, followed by Hannah Core, who'll be batting second. Hannah Core will be followed by Kimmitson, and his first pitch from Donnie Goldborn. His first pitch, and we're underway. 0-1 the count. Glad you could join us. Donnie Goldborn getting the ball. Here gets Abby Dayton to lead it off for the Vibe. That is missed for a ball. 2-0 the count. Donnie Goldborn, the veteran.
What?
Ball and a strike to count.
Oh, stop.
That's missed low for a ball. 2-1 the count.
I'm intrigued, Derek, how Goldborn handles his first time through this Vibe lineup, especially with someone like Dayton who can do a little bit of everything at the top of the order. How does she attack her? Does she go right after her?
There's a strike, and the count is 2-2. So 2-2 the count to Abby Dayton. So Dayton now, of course, finished to play the last couple of years at University of Oklahoma. The rookie Dayton slaps the ball to short, fielded by Woolley. Throw to first is in time. A 6-3 ground out. 1 up, 1 down. Here is the first out. They get Abby Dayton on the ground out.
That was very important for the Smoke to get Dayton down, and a good job cutting across on that high chopper to get Dayton retired. That's a big first out for Goldborn.
Hannah Core now at the plate. First pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Vic, what are you looking forward to in this matchup?
Well, I'm intrigued to see how Goldborn handles this very dynamic Vibe lineup, especially with the performances we saw from Johnson and Pease in that 2-game sweep versus the Rise earlier in the week.
There's a strike inside to the rookie Hannah Core. Of course, may have just seen her about a month ago at Oklahoma City at the World Series when she was part of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Started her career at Oklahoma. Ooh, that one hit her. That one got away from Goldborn. So a hit by pitch as Hannah Core reaches with 1 out. Let's take a look here as you look at Goldborn and the Smoke defense behind her with Goodnight at center field. Morgan Howell at left. Jackson at right field with Harding at third, Woolley at short, Jefferson at second, Cat Rodriguez over at first base getting the start tonight, and Elizabeth Mason catching Goldberg.
Now, Eric, the defense has remained the same, but that continuing rotation, trying to find that right piece over at first base, so Rodriguez getting a nod here this evening.
Here's a jam, a comebacker to Goldberg will go to second and get the force out. So Core is retired at second base. Hannah Kimmelson
Good job right there. Away.
is at first on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of miscommunication there between Jefferson and Goldberg. Jefferson thought Goldberg was going to let that one come by. Jefferson was going to try and start a 4-6-3 double play. But then when she saw Goldberg snatch the chopper, she had to retreat a little bit to make sure she wasn't in the line of her throw.
McKenna Smith, the DP tonight for the Vibe. Takes ball one, McKenna Smith. Of course, played her collegiate career at Cal, was a two-sport star at Cal. There's the 1-0 pitch. Missed there, 2-0. Played soccer, was a goalkeeper when they needed a goalkeeper. She got to play some goalkeeping there, and of course, softball spoke for herself. It's ahead of the count here, 2-0. 1 on, 2 out here in the top of the first. Glad you're joining us wherever you are tuned in. The 2-0 missed by Donnie Goldborn, and it's 3-0. If you follow Goldborn's career, of course, you know she's a flamethrower, could touch the mid-70s when she is on her game. Of course, had a great career at South Carolina, led them to a regional final back in 2023. Misses there, though, low, ball 4. And it's 2 on, 2 out here in the first.
Goldberg uncharacteristically ineffective and not hitting her spots this first time through the order. And an early opportunity for the Vibe, Eric, as we talked about with this smoke lineup. You want to make sure you try to take care of your opportunities as much as you can.
Opportunity here with the rookie Alexis Papillo. 83-81 this year for the Vibe. That's missed low for a ball. 1-0 the count. Papillo, of course, a rookie, played at Alabama, was also part of the World Series. This is a young Vibe roster, Victor. A lot of rookies on this team. Young, of course, Mike Scott, the head coach of the Vibe. Kind of growing by the day together.
You're going to have your growing pains when you're having players who are, and with the bulk of them, with Core and the Camazins, so fresh in terms of being professionals. You're going to have those moments of greatness. You got those moments of looking like a rough team. And Goldberg with a rough first inning as that wild pitch puts runners now in second and third.
And now 2 runners in scoring position. McKenna Smith, you see there at second. Camazin at third. And a 2-0 count here to Alexis Papillo. That takes a strike. It's 2-1. Of course, Alexis Papillo started her collegiate career at Northern Iowa. Transferred to Alabama for the last couple of years. Helped them get to the World Series this past year. Got to play in the big stage about a month ago. Now in the pro circuit. This is there. It's 3-1. Papillo ahead of Goldberg.
I like this strategy from the Vibe, Eric, being very patient, making Goldberg prove to them that she can throw strikes. If she could do that, they could do that. They could find themselves with a big inning.
Swings and fouls it off, and the count is full. 3-2.
Keep battling, 23. Keep battling.
It's a big spot early here for this young Vibe team. Trying to get off to a good head start here against the smoke. Goldberg delivers. Fouled off again. So we'll do it again. 3-2 the count. Hit by pitch and a walk in the inning. As how the Vibe have gotten their 2 base runners. Wild pitch advanced them to second and third. Again, fouled off.
Keep out 23, keep out. There you go.
So
Well,
the
Eric,
battle
you
is
see-
on.
And Eric, you see Papillo really keying in on anything down low with little to no movement from Goulbourne. And now how does she adjust to Papillo being locked in on these 3-2 pitches? This is the 4th 3-2 pitch coming up. Does she try to go something off speed and away, try and get her off balance, or should she try again to attack down low in the zone?
She goes outside, misses. It's a ball and a walk, and they're loaded. So Papillo gets on.
I
figured she was going to try and go away, Eric, at the 3 straight pitches. Right at the knees, border down near the zone, down the bottom of the zone. Great patience by Papillo, rewarded with the walk, and it's up to Tyrena Jones.
Jones takes a strike. Jones, the rookie from Duke, who played the majority of her collegiate career at Purdue, but this past year was at Duke and had a great year. And with an opportunity here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Takes that one high, ball 1. Was a big contributor to the Duke team that got to a super regional this past year. Very versatile player. He swings and misses there. And there's that Goulbourne vintage pitch there, Vic, which he throws, just decides, I'm just going to blow one past you.
My stuff is better than your stuff. Good luck to try and hit it.
See if she dials that up here on a 1-2 count. He goes inside corner, painted, and it's strike 3 looking. Frozen. Goulbourne gets Jones on the strikeout to end the inning. The Vibe get no runs on no hits, no errors, strand 3. We head to the bottom of the first. The Smoke will come to the plate when we return.
Coming back with a shot of Smoke players here. Coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back.
Welcome back here. We head to the bottom of the first. Smoke will come to the plate after Donnie Goulbourne gets out of a bases loaded jam. The Smoke will get set here to face the Vibe. You look at their lineup. Janae Jefferson will lead it off, followed by Dallas Goodnight batting second. Morgan Howe had 5 RBIs in the win against the Rise. Batting third, Kaylee Harding hitting cleanup. Taylor Kraft in the DP spot hitting 5th. Jasmine Jackson in right field hitting 6th. Elizabeth Mason catching hitting 7th. Kat Rodriguez, the rookie, second-year player, playing first base tonight, batting 8th. And you see Woolley batting 9th for the Smoke. And they will be facing Elise Sokolsky, the young rookie out of Oregon. Will get the ball here for the Vibe. So Sokolsky, who of course started her career at UConn and then finished at Oregon, part of a Ducks team that got to the World Series a couple of years ago. Here in her rookie year professionally. Gets set, delivers the first pitch to Jefferson for a strike. And we're underway here at the bottom of the first, 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch from Sokolsky. Jefferson lays off that one, 1-1 the count.
It's imperative for her, Eric, to get out of this inning clean, especially with the way the top of this Smoke lineup hit in that two-game sweep versus the Rise. And as on cue, here's Janae Jefferson with another leadoff single.
Good start for Jefferson. Another hit for her. She's got a nice hitting streak going, and she gets the Smoke off to a good start here.
Found a big area right up the middle, and third straight game for Janae Jefferson, getting a leadoff single in the home first for the Smoke.
So Jefferson reaches. Now we'll see what Dallas Goodnight can do. Second-year pro. What do you think that conference was about, Vic?
Probably, maybe maybe her foot engaging on the rubber potentially, or maybe that exchange for the hand in the glove. Don't know what specifically that was about.
That's a strike there to Goodnight. Count is 0-1. Second-year pro out of the University of Georgia. Hitting .364 on the year. Squares the bunt, pulls back, takes low for a ball.
And this is where having somebody of Dallas Goodnight's caliber in the two-hole is such a luxury. If you're Coach McKay, you can do all sorts of things, especially when you have Jefferson on board.
Try to bunt there, Goodnight. Try to foul it off. Try to drag that ball down to third base side. But it went foul, and it's 1-2.
And with that drag bunt, you can at the very least, you advance Jefferson to scoring position and set things up for Morgan Howe. But now she has to swing away with the two-strike approach.
Sokolsky gets Goodnight to ground to the right side. As the tag will be at first base there. They run quickly for the first out. So pretty basically works out as a sacrifice with Papillo having the one play to first base. Jefferson advances to the second on the ground out with one out here to bring up Howe.
Well, that's what we like to call, Eric. That's a productive out. You did your job. You moved the runner over, and now you set up the stage for Morgan Howe, who, as you referenced, Eric, last time we saw her accounted for 25% of her season total in RBIs at that massive win against her Eyes on Tuesday night.
Morgan Howe takes ball 1-0 the count. Howe had a homer and 5 RBIs in the Tuesday night victory over the New York Rise to sweep the two-game series. This is the third of 5 straight games this week for the Smoke here at home. Had the day off yesterday. We'll play here tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night. Busy week in this state when it comes to softball. Sokolsky down in the count 2-0, and Howe delivers a base hit into right field. Jefferson is going to come around to score easily without a throw. It's an RBI single for Morgan Howe, and the Smoke take it early, 1-0 lead.
And a great job by Morgan Howe. She just gets that one pipe past first base, and hey, she looks over there to her assistant coach, says, hey, look, it wasn't how I wanted to get it done, but hey, an RBI is an RBI nonetheless.
Harding now at the plate. Misses there, low ball, 1-0 the count. That is the 6th RBI in the last 2 games, Vic, for Morgan Howe.
And that's why this lineup for the Smoke is so dangerous, because when Kaylee Harding is the one doing the damage in the 4-hole, you got Morgan Howe in front of her.
1-0 is in there, strike to Harding, 1-1 the count. So Sokolsky, the young rookie out of Oregon, meeting this explosive Smoke offense for the first time here in this facility. This is there, and it's 2-1.
See, you're kind of getting some clarification from her catcher, Sophie Nugent, about where that last pitch missed. Instead of just a little bit outside.
2-1 pitch. That's a strike call. It's 2-2. Kaylee Harding, of course. Standout career at Florida State. The 2-2 fouled off.
Of course, Harding had a phenomenal Friday night against the Birmingham Iron, hitting 2 home runs. And of course, she started off the series Monday night with the Rise with a big game of her own, went 3 for 4, including a grand slam.
Two and two the count. Popped it up. It's going to stay in playing. It's going to be a fair ball, and it's dropped. They throw to second, not in time. And the Smoke catch a break. As they get 2-on-1 out on a ball that was not handled.
That was a routine play. So Kolsky, she had that, but then the ball just popped out of her glove at the last second. Take one more look, Eric. Popped right there, then that ricochet off the bat, which was in foul ground, was just enough to let Howe beat out that throw from Nugent to second.
That pitch is fouled off. Right now, there's a voice in my head of a color analyst that I get to work with a lot who played first base that's telling me that's the ball should be the first baseman's responsibility. So I'm going to say that because that's what my voice is in my head. And it's a first baseman that knew what they knew what they're talking about. So I think that's an example, Victor, where the first baseman's got to take that ball, don't you? Not the pitcher. It's an awkward play for the pitcher to some extent.
Absolutely. This is where when you're not you haven't played with each other, you don't know the communication skills, you don't know how you're going to handle that situation, but a nice job by Sokolsky recovering and getting a strikeout of Kraft for the second out of this first inning.
Big strikeout for Sokolsky there for the second out. So 2 on, 2 out. For Jasmine Jackson now after Kraft striking out. And Jackson takes a pitch there. Now, Sokolsky will be the first to say, look, I got to come up with that ball myself. That's on me. I should catch that ball. But you know what they say, Vic, about voices in your head. You know,
Yep. We was understood doesn't need to be explained.
Oh, man. At first, it's a strike. 1-1 the count. Sokolsky's hoping that doesn't come back to haunt her here if she can get Jackson. Jackson fouls it off. And it's 1-2.
The one she gets called low and away is a spinning flurry.
So a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah. You got the harder one.
Yeah, was my bunt the slower one? The same one. These are the same part, right? I thought it was just hard.
Yeah, it was the hard down.
Sokolsky on the 1-2 gets a strikeout. Big time clutchness there from Sokolsky to get Jackson in the inning. But the Smoke get a run on 2 hits, no errors. They strand a couple. The RBI single by Morgan Howe gives the Smoke a 1-0 lead through 1.
I haven't seen anything down from that side. And in my second.
top of the second. The Smoke with a 1-0 lead. Eric Lopez alongside Victor Anderson.
Okay.
Donnie Goldborn back to work here for the Smoke. Here in the second inning. Facing Sophia Nugent. It'll be Nugent, followed by Heather Arnett and Lauren Kemison. 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Vibe, who had the bases loaded back in the first inning but did not score. The 0-1, low and in, 1-1 the count.
And in games like this, as it progresses forward, if the Smoke are able to extend their lead or they keep this a 2-run game or a 3-run game, that first inning and that missed opportunity for the Vibe will loom larger and larger. Woof.
Blew that
Especially
one
if
past
Goldberg continues to get swings and misses like that.
A ball and 2 strikes to count. She jams her there, and it's popped. And Jefferson with an over-the-shoulder catch for the first out here in the second inning. So Nugent retired for the first out here in the second inning. Heather Arnett will come to the plate here. Left-handed hitter steps in. First pitch to Arnett, low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Ball and no strikes. That is missed there. 2-0.
And a remarkable story about Heather Arnett, Eric, where she was part of one of the developmental leagues, and then after her game was over, got a phone call, and she'll get on board.
Yeah, she's going to get on as she caught Goldborn off by surprise there by dropping that bunt, and she reaches here in the second.
Well, the thing is, you saw the middle infield playing way back from the Smoke, and Arnett was able to take advantage. And once she saw Rodriguez charge in, she knew she just had to get down the line, and that's how she was able to reach first base. And I was referencing, Eric, Arnett got the phone call after playing in the developmental game in Florida, the Bradenton. It was told that she was going to get the call up to join the Florida Vibe, and she is just a remarkable story that we'll certainly have a chance to share with all of you throughout this 3-game series this weekend.
Lauren Kemison, you see at the plate here with 1 on, 1 out. That's up and in for a ball. I did not know that story.
Yeah.
I'm going to start calling you the professor of softball here, just dropping the knowledge. Do we know the count? Goldborn. This is there. And it's 3-0.
Hey, go to work. Go to work. Let's go.
3 balls, no strikes to count. High ball forward, a 4-pitch walk. So after the bunt hit, now a walk, and it's 2 on, 1 out here for the Vibe in the second. And that's going to be it for Donnie Goldborn, Vic.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I was kind of shocked that they went to this move, but you have to understand the ineffectiveness that you've seen from her. Wasn't really able to get that strike zone. She hit a batter. She's allowed 3 walks. Had the miscue on that bunt from Arnett. You're not really surprised that you're seeing a trip to the bullpen early on in the second.
It is the first time the Smoke have had to go to the bullpen in this homestand after getting complete games from Jordan Johnson and, of course, Autumn Pease. And So Donnie Goldborn kind of see if she works on her mechanics a little bit there, but could always re-enter. And she will give way right now. Aisha Wexelman, the former NC State Wolfpack Vic, getting the ball here in relief in the second inning.
Well, you can kind of understand the reason behind this move. You want to give yourself keep this a one-run game. You got one out. You realize Goldberg was not the effective pitcher you were hoping she would be for you tonight.
Number 20.
So now you go to Wexelman. The first and second, one out.
This is tough. This is tough.
So the Wexelman with the first pitch up high for a ball, 1-0 the count.
Hey, 1-3, let's go.
Here at the top of the order with Abby Dayton here at the plate. 1-0 the count. Dayton swings away, hits a high fly ball, deep left field, back at the track, and it's knocked down. It's in play. It's a hit. As Dayton nearly hit one out of here. As is, it's a base hit. She's like, I can't believe that didn't leave the park. How did that not leave the park? But nonetheless, she gets on, and right now the momentum is on the Vibe.
That was hit well. Thought Hal was going to get a hold of that one, but it gets off the glove. And it ends up being a long single. And the bases are full. And a big opportunity for the Vibe right now. It's an 0-1 count to Core.
Hannah Core at the plate. Swing and a miss. Yeah, the runners, hell, they were didn't know if Hal was going to come up with it or not. I'm going to give Morgan Howe credit, Victor. I think she helped keep that ball in the park. If she doesn't at least come up with a piece of that, maybe that ball's out of here. So, yeah, maybe she didn't come up with it, but I think she did a good job just keeping that ball in the park. Let's take another look here, Victor. See if you agree with me on this.
You know, Hal had a twist and turn, and yeah, that would have been very, very close. It might have hit at the top of the fence potentially. Again, definitely hard to say.
Ball hit to second. Jefferson hesitated. They get one out at first. And what's going on?
And 2 runs scored.
Wow. A bit of a confusion there by the Smoke defense, and the Vibe make them pay.
Now batting.
They scored 2 runs on that play on what appears to be a miscommunication there, Vic.
That's exactly what it was. Let's take one more look here. Core hits a ground ball to Jefferson. She bobbles it. You see the first run score at Arnett, and Cameron's in and scampers all the way around, and she scores.
Hey, get into it. Get into it.
Well, and that was smart base running by Dayton. She knew she could go back to first because there was no force out at that point. They threw the first. They got the hitter out in Core, but she could go back to first, and that's why I think Jefferson was frustrated because there's nothing she could do there.
Exactly.
Wow. We've seen a little bit of everything already here, Victor.
And we're only in the second inning.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Hannah Kamazin at the plate. 2-1 lead for the Vibe. Yeah, 2 runs, and the base running was really solid there for the Vibe, knowing that the distraction was there. But yeah, Dayton saw that once they threw to first to get the out, she was caught halfway. She's like, you know what? I'm just going to go back to first because you're not going to be able to get me out.
Yeah, Ace. Yeah, Ace.
Hey, get right here.
2-2 the count. That ball is sliced into left. Howe is there, makes the catch near foul territory to retire the side. But the Vibe take the lead, scoring 2 runs in the inning, aided by a couple of Smoke errors. And at the end of an inning and a half, it's the Vibe 2 and the Smoke 1. Welcome back here. Bottom of the second. 2-1 lead for the Vibe, and Sokolsky back to work. The young rookie facing Elizabeth Mason, who swings at the first pitch. Ground ball knocked deflected and into left field. And sliding into second is Mason. She's in there with a double here to start the Smoke second inning. On a ball deflected off Arnett's glove.
Mason hit that one well. Arnett was able to hang that one. That extra hop caught her. And Mason able to take that extra 60 feet. Just like that, the Smoke had the tying run in scoring position.
So now, Kat Rodriguez swings at the first pitch, fouls it off. Second-year pro, Kat Rodriguez here. Starting at first base. She was a second baseman in college and has kind of learned to play a lot of positions since in her 2 seasons professionally. She's played short, she's played third, and now first base. Try to bunt there, or show bunt anyway. It's 0-2.
Kind of pushed that one towards the first base side to move Mason over to third.
0-2 the count. Foul ball. Can hear the umpire all the way. It's 0-2 the count.
Just take the bounce and then it took a little turn right in front of third.
Okay, so say you got the ball like that and you just grab it and you hold it. You don't go anywhere.
The 0-2. Rodriguez to short. Throw to first in time. A little high, but the tag was made by Papillo to tag Rodriguez, and Arnett makes the play. 6-3 on the ground out as Mason stays at second.
And that's a great job. Ball hit a little bit too hard, and see Arnett quickly getting that ball away to Rodriguez for out number one, and more importantly, keeping Mason at second for the time being.
Coco Woolley with a slapper. Whoa, that unbelievable catch. Arnett, how do you do? 2 gone here in the second. How in the world did she come up with that?
Yep, well, she got a little help off the glove of third base, and she was able to get there in time and make a beautiful catch for the second out. So just your characteristic 5-6 pop out.
Ball deflected off Tyrena Jones. And Arnett was right there backing up the play to make the catch. Oh, man, 2 gone. And Jefferson, base hit to left. They're going to send Mason. The throw is cut off. The game is tied at 2-2. The throw to first is not in time. As Jefferson gets back, it's an RBI single for Janae Jefferson. And we're all even at 2-2 here in the second.
That's what Janae Jefferson does, Eric. She just finds a way to poke the ball where the infielders aren't. First pitch, gets that one through, sneaks underneath Arnett's glove. I really think if they get that relay home, they maybe have a chance to throw out Mason, but they cut it off, and Jefferson just sneaks that hand back in at first.
Good night at the plate, takes ball 1. So it's a 2-2 ball game here in the second. And good night. It's a high fly ball to left center as the catch is made by Hannah Core to retire the side. Smoke tied it up at 2-2, but it could have been more if it wasn't for the spectacular defensive play by Heather Arnett. We are through 2 here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. All tied at 2.
McKenna Smith.
What number are we on?
Tied at 2-2.
4, 5, 6.
Eric Lopez here alongside Victor Anderson. It's been a fun one here, Vic. A little bit of everything here through the first 2 innings.
We see some stellar defense. We've seen some big strikeouts. We've seen some base running, and just a day this is only the first game of this 3-game series.
McKenna Smith will lead it off. Smith will be followed by Papillo and Tyrena Jones. 4, 5, 6 in the order, and that is deep in the hole to short. KK Woolley will have no chance to get McKenna Smith. Great effort just to come up with it. Infield hit for Smith to start the Vibe 3rd inning.
And a great job by Smith. Hit that one well deep over what we call Derek Jeter territory, but Wolverine not able to make the similar throw to throw out McKenna Smith.
Papillo at the plate.
There you go. Keep at it.
Takes high for a ball. Outside a little bit actually. 1-0 the count to Alexis Papillo. Walked in their first at bat. That's up high 2-0. Vic, you and I had a chance to talk, and we had a feeling this could be an interesting series because the Vibe, while they're very young, certainly have a lot of talent and some firepower they feel they can match with the Smoke, which clearly the Rise could not, as that ball gets away, and that gets Smith over to second, and it's a 3-0 count.
And yes, while this is a relatively young Vibe team, you have a player like McKenna Smith who knows her way or two around professional softball before. So having that veteran voice in the dugout to kind of guide you through those road trips and really picking their brains, really it's going to help the Vibe as they go forward in the rest of the season.
Yeah, this is a good test for the Smoke here. Wexelman down in the count 3-1. That's a strike, and it's full. 3-2 now to Papillo. That's missed. Ball 4 to walk. So
Now batting.
first and second.
Tyrena.
Nobody out here in the 3rd. It's Smith at second and Papillo at first. And Tyrena Jones will come to the plate. The question will be who will she face here, Vic, is a visit to the circle here to talk to Wexelman here to settle her down.
I think the biggest thing is that, again, just trying to find your location, trying to find your rhythm, throwing strikes. And that was the issue with Goldburn and her inning plus before she got lifted. Now Wexelman is having similar issues here in the 3rd, 2 on, nobody out, in a 2-2 ball game.
See Elizabeth Mason also involved in the conversation. Words of encouragement. Wexelman now to face Tyrena Jones. And Vic, it'll be interesting to see here. Does Jones sacrifice here and try to advance the runners both in the scoring position or hit away? So that missed low for a ball.
Well, I think the first thing you got to do is that you have to make sure you get the opportunity to get a pitch to try and, in this case for Jones, swing away.
Meanwhile, you see Jordan Johnson warming up for the Smoke. She threw a complete game victory on Monday night against the New York Rise. That pitch is fouled back. And the count is 1-2.
AC at second, Bree Peck, the former Virginia Tech grade, pinch running for McKenna Smith at second.
Ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Wexelman gets Jones on the strikeout for the first out here in the 3rd inning.
Great job by Wexelman. This speeds it up just enough for Jones to not get in front of it.
Nugent at the plate, swings at the first pitch. It's a high foul ball out of play. Count is 0-1. You surprised Jones didn't try to bunt there, Vic?
Well, I think the way that Wexelman was pitching, you want to see if she could throw a strike first.
Well, she did there as Nugent gets jammed, pops it up foul territory. Is there room? And almost caught by Mason. Count is 0-2. Nugent, though, will get to live to see another pitch.
You saw how Mason got that hand out, trying to understand how much room she had if she could get that glove there in time, and just missed a nice catch along the netting.
Check swing, it looked like, poked into right, playable as the catch is made. Runner tagging from second to third, Bree Peck. Advances to third with now 2 outs
Now batting.
in the inning on the fly out to right.
Heather Arnett.
With Heather Arnett now coming to the plate. First pitch to Arnett, strike 0-1 the count. Of course, Arnett made that spectacular play in the bottom half of the second inning. Gets a chance to hit here as they're meeting in the circle here to kind of get in on the same page. And it gives you, Vic, a chance, once again, tell the story to the audience that you relayed about Heather Arnett and how she ends up here on the Vibe.
So what happened was that she was part of the PSDL, and she played a game on June 17th that afternoon over at Kansas City. She gets a phone call from Ryan Moore, the owner of the Florida Vibe, after the game.
And she delivers here with a hit, a base hit to drive in Bree Peck. An RBI single by Arnett gives the Vibe the lead back, 3-2.
And this is why the owner of the Florida Vibe was a smart and genius individual, because he understood the kind of player Heather Arnett was and still is. And she gets that one, bounces over third base to get the Vibe a 3-2 lead. And oh, by the way, Eric, I want to give you the numbers for Heather Arnett in her senior season at Division II Pittsburgh State. She hit .525
Now batting for the
in a senior season.
Sam Chow.
114 hits and had 38 stolen bases. And we'll see. That is not a misprint, ladies and gentlemen. That is Sam Chow, 00, warming up for the Atlanta Smoke.
Samantha Chow, former Oklahoma State Cowgirl, really in relief here for the Smoke. We mentioned earlier Johnson was warming up, but so was Chow, and it's her Chow that gets the ball here in relief for Wexelman as the Vibe lead 3-2. But what a story with Arnett, the D2 star out of Pittsburgh State, delivering with the go-ahead RBI single here in the third inning. Which just proves again, Vic, right? There's talent everywhere.
Absolutely. There's talent in all levels of softball. And Heather Arnett, I'm sure her social media is going to be blowing up with the not just her tremendous play in the field, but that RBI to get her to get the Vibe to lead once again, 3-2.
So Samantha Chow here coming in. With 2 on, 2 out here in the third. Third pitcher of the night for the Smoke. Lauren Camison at the plate. First pitch. Ground ball up to the right side of second. Jefferson to flip to first in time to retire the side. So Chow comes in relief and on one pitch gets out of the inning for the Smoke in the third. But the Vibe regain the lead and take a 3-2 lead heading to the bottom of the third.
after that drop and go up the middle. Lay off front.
Sokolsky back to work with the Vi with a 3-2 lead over the Smoke. Eric Lopez alongside Victor Anderson on this 79-degree Thursday evening.
Well, she's got 3 different speeds. She's still in a drop. It's hard.
Sokolsky here to get to work. Facing Morgan Howell, the heart of the order for the Smoke. Howell, Harding, and Kraft.
See like that one? See like that? That's
And Howell fouls it off down to the first base dugout side. 0-1 the count.
how hard he's going.
What did you? The last one I saw was
Yeah, it's like that.
like she throws it out of the zone. Yeah.
It's like that.
Now at an RBI single back in the first inning.
Well, speed rise 'cause she spins.
Yamo, yamo.
If you watch, like, she'll go from the spin.
Sokolsky on the 0-1. Howell fouls it off. 0-2.
Anything low, low's got to go.
0-2 the count to Howell, veteran out of Arizona State. Had a good start to this homestand. Sokolsky on the 0-2. And Howell hits one to deep center field. You can kiss it goodbye. Solo homer by Morgan Howell. Ties it up at 3-3 here in the third.
Morgan Howell has been on a tear in the last few games there in this homestand and picks up right where she left off on Tuesday night. The home run she hit on Tuesday went to left center field. This one right over the batter's eye in center.
There was a no-doubter about that one. Harding takes a strike 0-1. That is now 7 RBIs, Victor, this week for Morgan Howell.
Spin creates movement creates time. It's like it creates
I think she saw what Kaylee Harding did that Friday night game in Birmingham in the first game of that Rise series and wanted to get a little bit on the action.
Harding trying to get in there, fouled it off.
Her takes one.
Count is 0-2.
short to point though. Little back spin, little carry.
That's missed there for a ball. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes, the count to Harding here. And that ball is hit to deep left. You can forget about that one. Gone. Harding goes deep. Back-to-back home runs for the Smoke as they take a 4-3 lead on the home run by Harding.
Not to be left out of the home run brigade. She left that one well over the out part of the plate, and Harding did not get cheated whatsoever.
My goodness. And just like that, it's 4-3 in favor of the Smoke. And Kraft wells one to right foul. What was it you said a minute ago or two about Harding trying to get on the mix?
No, yep, she she wanted to get back in the mix, and that's one way to do it.
Wow. There was no doubt about that one. 4-3 lead. Kraft at the plate. Takes for a ball. And now if you're Sokolsky, you got to kind of forget about it, right? Regroup here a little bit. You've been throwing pretty well. Just ran into some magnificent hitters.
She's had a lot of success at the bottom half of this Smoke lineup.
Kraft hits one to deep left field. Did she do it? She did! Goodbye, home run! Kraft, She goes yard. Back to back to back. Home runs for the Smoke here in the third inning. And they lead 5-3. Unbelievable.
That's why they are 1 through 9, one of the most, if not the most dangerous lineup in the PSL. First Howell, then Harding, now Kraft. And just like that, it's 5-3. We'll see a pitching change. We'll see a pitching change for the Vibe. And Sokolsky, all she could do is just have a laugh and be like, hey, it was one of those situations where it did not go well for me.
What am I supposed to do? More terrible pitches. Alyssa Zabala from Louisville. Rookie comes in relief here for the Vibe. Zabala in for Sokolsky. Wow. Back to back to back home runs, Victor. Three straight home runs for the Smoke. First Howell, then Harding, and Kraft. And it's 5-3 Smoke here in the third. Boy, we had a feeling this could be wild ride. And boy, it's been that and then some so far through the first 2+. We're not even through the bottom of the third yet here.
We kind of had a feeling, Eric, when we were talking about this game leading up to our broadcast tonight, that one of these games was going to be a slugfest. And I don't think we anticipated the series opener would be said slugfest, but alas, here we are, 5-3 Smoke. And a pitching change in our third different pitching change already, and we're only in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, this will be the fifth pitcher combined between the two teams in this ball game, and we're only in the bottom of the third.
Wow.
But it might be one of those games to slow down these offenses right now. As the Smoke with back-to-back-to-back home runs. Leading 5-3. And so Zabala, we'll see what she could do here against Jasmine Jackson. And Jackson swings and hits it to left, but foul. Oh, boy.
Yup, let's go. I see you, Ben.
0-1 the count.
Thanks, Mom.
Got Jazz.
The 0-1 is eye for a ball. You're speechless right now.
I mean, it's just one of look, Eric, you have to understand, seeing 3 straight home runs is an impressive feat, regardless of who does it.
Jackson hits a pop-up to left as Arnett comes over from short to make the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the third and ends the streak of 3 straight home runs for the Smoke.
Here comes
One
someone
out,
else who could possibly hit it out the park, at Elizabeth Mason.
Mason takes low, ball 1. Want to know the count? See, Mason, of course, doubled at her first at bat. That's outside, 2-0.
Mason being very patient. Hoping to get a pitch that Howe and Harding and Crap hit out of the park earlier in this third.
Mason to the third. Nice play. Throw to first in time as Jones makes the play. 5-3 on the ground, down 2 up, 2 down here in the third. So 2 gone. Kat Rodriguez now at the plate. Pitch to Cat is up high for a ball.
Of course, Kat Rodriguez getting a chance to play for Bianca Bell, who's an assistant here with the Smoke. As that was low for ball one. She coached under Coach Bell this past collegiate season for Bryant and led the Bulldogs to the America East regular season championship.
Takes there to 3-0.
And then we saw earlier in the week the New York Vibe, Michaela Transu, the head coach of the Rise, is the associate head coach of Binghamton, who won the conference tournament for the second straight year.
Taking all the way there, 3-1.
Hey, stay picky right here, threes. Here we go. Get it set, see good.
Yeah, talked to Kat Rodriguez about that, balancing that coaching to playing career. She's getting used to it, but it's fitting right into it.
Okay.
Of course, don't forget, she also plays with the Colombian national team as well, it's like she did last summer.
And that late side.
But she told me it's one of those things that's a good problem to have, because if she had dead time, she wouldn't know what to do. That would actually frustrate her more. She likes being busy. That fouls it off.
So when you're juggling between playing internationally, playing professionally, and oh, by the way, figuring out who you're going to help bring in for your roster in 2027 to defend your regular season title and hopefully get to the NCAA tournament, it's nice to have your calendar full.
And she takes a walk there with 2 outs here in the third. So she reaches. That'll bring up Coco Woolley. Coco takes low for a ball. 1-0 the count. That's inside, 2-0.
Give credit to Zabala, has come in after those 3 straight home runs. Picked up 2 quick outs before giving up that walk to her former ACC foe, Kat Rodriguez.
It's a strike. 2-1 the count to Woolley. Should Woolley extend the inning, we would go to the top of the order for the Smoke with Jefferson. And Coco will extend the inning with a base hit to left. Rodriguez stops at second. It's first and second. 2 outs for Janae Jefferson now coming to the plate for the Smoke.
Nice piece of hitting by Coco Woolley. As the Smoke will bat around with Jefferson to the plate. All she's done today, go 2 for 2. Knocked in a run with that second base hit. That was back in the second inning.
Now Jefferson. That's low, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is tied 2-0 to Jefferson. You mentioned this earlier, Victor. With this, there is no breathers in this order lineup here.
1 through 9. There's no free lunch here with this Atlanta Smoke lineup, and the Vibe have learned that early and often tonight. As you're already your 3rd time through the order, you're not even through the 3rd inning. As a home plate umpire will ask for the meeting between Nugent and Zavala to be adjourned.
2-0 the count, 2 on, 2 out. There's Kat Rodriguez at second base. Coco Woolley at first. Jefferson takes 3-0. If Jefferson extends the inning, Dallas Goodnight would be your hitter.
Enjoy yourself. Thank you.
And that's high, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. A walk to Jefferson, who gets on base for the 3rd time in the ball game.
Number 1, Dallas Goodnight.
All of this going on with 2 outs here, and now Goodnight will hit with bases loaded and 2 outs.
It looked
And
like
a big moment here, Vic. Big moment in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Strike 0-1.
You're looking at 2 pivotal moments in the game. The first one came in the first with a 5 at the bases loaded against Goulbourn and couldn't get anything home. This is the second one right here with how Goodnight handles Zabala.
That's high for a ball. Right, if you're Zabala in the vibe, you don't want to try to play catch up all night against the smoke. You want to stay within striking distance here. And then you know who's coming up after Goodnight.
Good take right there.
That's missed 2-1. And that's one Morgan Howell. She would hit if Goodnight could extend this inning. The 2-1. That's low. 3-1 now the count, Victor. Nowhere to put Goodnight.
And if you're Goodnight here, I'm keeping that bat on my shoulder in this 3-1 pitch. It has to be something I know I can absolutely positively drive. Otherwise,
Well, it's a chopper. Well, that'll get the job done. A run will score as Rodriguez comes in to score as Goodnight drives her in, and the Smoke extend the lead 6-3.
yeah, there was some confusion there. I thought there may have been some possible interference. Let's take one more look here. But but she saw, but looks like they were able to give her some room. Woolery trying to avoid Heather Arnett over right in the middle of the infield. Take one more look. Watch Woolery right there. Yeah, if Arnett actually came in a little bit more and actually fielded that one, I think they definitely could have called Woolery for interference and got it out of the inning.
Now left fielder, number 47.
But instead, it is 6-3 on an infield single, and here comes Morgan Howell, who started off the inning with the first of those back-to-back-to-back home runs.
She's hit 7 RBIs this week. And she hits with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Zabala delivers. Upstairs, ball 1. 1-0 the count. And that's why the Goodnight at-bat was so big, Victor, because now you got the power part of the lineup here for the Smoke coming, as they have batted around here in the 3rd. Al swings and fouls it off. Got Coco at third base, Jefferson at second, Goodnight at first. Well, good pitch there by Zabala, and it's 1-2.
Still working, still battling. Here we go.
1-2. Howell slaps one to left. That's going to drop in for a hit. Coco's going to score. Jefferson's going to score. They're going to wave goodnight. She's going to score. It's a bases loaded clearing double for Morgan Howell, as the Smoke have broken this open here in the 3rd. Leads 9-3.
Morgan Howell just drives that the opposite way, clears all the bases. So Morgan Howe with 5 RBIs tonight. And now all of a sudden we are officially on cycle watch as she is a triple shy of the cycle. As
First pitch
Timmons
for a
will,
ball.
yeah,
I'm
Timmons
sorry, I was
will-
speechless. Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, so Morgan Howe 3 for 3, 5 RBIs, and she's now a triple shy of the cycle.
Oh my goodness.
And by the way, we're only so we're still in the 3rd inning and it's still with 2 out.
Wow. Needless to say, she's seen the ball well.
Very well.
10 RBIs, too, this week. This is only the 3rd game of the week. Harding takes low for a ball. It's 2-0 the count. It's a 9-3 lead for the Smoke.
All right now, 8.
3 balls and no strikes to count it. Boy, Zabala right now struggling. But then again, what pitcher wouldn't struggle against this lineup?
That part.
Especially against hitters like Morgan Howe, who might be the hottest hitter in the planet. And I don't think I'm exaggerating that.
Both of them went for triples.
Harding ain't too far behind. She's ahead 3 balls and a strike.
And for the last 2 years,
Do you think that she's aware that she's that close to a cycle? If you're Morgan Howe, do you think somebody on the dugout's going to let him know, Vic? What do you think?
It really depends on that individual. If they want to know about it, if they're kind of laissez-faire.
And Harding hits one to right, but right at the catch is made to end the inning. But the Smoke erupt for 7 runs in the inning thanks to back-to-back-to-back home runs, Vic.
Morgan Howe got the party started with dead away center field. Then Kaylee Harding joined in on the festivities to give the Smoke a 4-3 lead. And then Taylor Kraft punctuated it with what turned out to be a 7-run 3rd inning for the Smoke, where they batted around and sent 11 to the plate. 9-3 lead for Atlanta after 3.
Welcome back. There you see the scoreboard. The Atlanta Smoke with a touchdown and an extra point in that 3rd inning, highlighted by back-to-back-to-back home runs. Have a 9-3 lead going to the top of the 4th. Samantha Shaw to lead, pitching here now for the Smoke. 2nd inning of relief. Eric Lopez here still alongside Victor Anderson. Abby Dayton leading it off here for the Vibe, top of the order. That's high. And now, Vic, the Vibe are probably shell-shocked after that 7-run 3rd inning. Got to try to see if they can respond here.
It's the equivalent of you're in a tight boxing match and then all of a sudden you get a flurry of uppercuts and haymakers. You take a couple standing 8 counts, and now all of a sudden you're kind of like regaining your bearings, if you will.
You got this. You go right back to it.
Dayton takes low for a ball, 1-1 the count. Dayton will be followed by Hannah Core and then Hannah Camazin.
you and Nate, I was about to say,
and Samantha Schau.
Come on.
Slow 2-1. Five certainly have got some firepower themselves. Dayton with a 3-1 count. Takes a strike. It's 3-2.
You can't get it all back in one swing if you're the Vibe. Just gotta find a way to get on base, pass the bat around, and chip away one pitch, one at bat at a time.
Dayton draws the walk to start the fourth.
Now batting, center fielder, number 27, Hannah Ford.
Second straight at bat that Dayton gets on. Remember, in her last at bat, she just missed a home run to left.
Hey, roll one.
Got a long single. And a pitch is high. 1-0 the count to Hannah Cord. And this might come down to a game, Vic. Which team can find some outs, some easy outs from their pitching staff? And Core rips one. And the catch is made by Goodnight. Nice job by Goodnight getting a read on that ball. As Core is retired on the fly out there. One gone here in the fourth.
She had to kind of had to stop for a second. She thought that ball was going to come in, and then she got a great jump.
Number 9, Hannah Hammond.
Makes a catch. That was a lot harder than what it appeared. But Goodnight makes it so smooth in center for out number 1.
Hannah Camazin taking a ball, 1-0 the count. Yeah, it might be one of these games where the pitcher is going to need the defense's help to get some outs. The way both of these teams are swinging the bats. Ball hit to the left side, knocked down, but there will be no play. And Camazin will reach. 2 on, 1 out here for the Vibe in the fourth.
Number 80, Brianna Peck.
Don't want to take any chances here. I got one of those situations where Harding kind of just overran it just enough. She'll be charged with the error. That'll be first and second. And it'll be Bree Peck.
Here we go, here we go.
Bree Peck, the former Hokie, takes the first pitch, a strike. Bree Peck had a great career at Virginia Tech. Became a fan favorite there up in Blacksburg with some of the folks like Chip Grubb and company that cover the Hokies. They certainly revered Bree Peck during those times, playing for Pete DeMoore. Sure Chip is watching somewhere.
And I'm pretty sure there are a couple of Hokie fans that made the trip to Florida.
Yep,
When the Vibe and the Breeze got together.
that's true. They did make the trip to Florida. They might be here in Lawrenceville as well. Why not? 0-2. It's a pie for a ball. 1-2 the count.
Here we go, Sam. Here we go, Sam. Right here, Sam. Here we go. Someone better out there.
Chow on the 1-2. Peck. There's a base hit to left. Runner holds at third in Dayton as Bree Peck with a single. And it's bases loaded, 1 out here for the Vibe in the fourth.
And it's almost as if your scenario, Eric, that you highlighted in this inning is starting to come to fruition. It's all about which team's pitchers and their bullpen can string outs together and zeros on the scoreboard.
Papillo was the hitter here with bases loaded now here in 1 out. Alexis Papillo. Big spot here for the Vibe, trying to get right back in this game. Fouled off.
Quick, don't rush, here we go.
1-1 to count. That's off the foot. It's foul ball, and it's 1-2. 1-2 to count to the rookie Alexis Papillo.
Good job, Mason. Good job.
Remember,
How's your
she had a
scorecard,
very,
Vic?
and remember, she's very long, had a very long at bat. Thankfully, I have it in pencil this evening, Mr. Lopez.
Away, 2-2. What, it's like a 10-pitch at bat, right? Last at bat.
Yeah, threw a lot of 3-2 pitches against Goldberg before she ended up getting a walk. That kind of turned out to be the beginning of the end for Goldberg. You had you for Wexelman, excuse me.
Time called here. Shao wants to make sure they're on the same page. Big spot here. Vibe trying to respond after the Smoke scored 7 runs in the bottom of the third to take a 9-3 lead. Shao delivers. Now it's 3-2 to Papillo.
Hey, somebody work right now. Hang on, down low.
Papillo swings and drops a base hit. 1 run will score. They're going to send the runner to throw. Home is not in time. As Camazin scores, it's a 2 RBI hit by Alexis Papillo, and the Vibe pull within 4, 9-5.
Jones.
And again, another great at bat by Papillo. Drops that one in shallow center, and they easily scored 2. And the Vibe get 2 huge runs back, and the tying run all of a sudden, Eric, is on deck.
Clutch hit there from Papillo. We got a visit here at the bullpen, the circle, I should say. Victor, I hope you didn't have too many dinner plans. If you did, you might as well just go ahead and call it in and cancel it. It could be, we're gonna be here.
No. I kind of, well, on the quite opposite, Eric. I kind of knew that we were going to have a game like this, so all dinner plans, as usual, are usually done after the broadcast is over.
First and second, 1 out. Tarina Jones at the plate. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it down the line at first base. A 9-5 game now, and Smoke leading only in the top of the 4th. About a $1.25 into this ball game.
As we were talking, Eric, as we touched on earlier, we had a feeling that we were due for a game like this in the series. We just didn't anticipate being the series opener.
Jones fouls it back at 2-2. Now, we just looked at these 2 rosters, and you saw the skill from a hitting standpoint. Certainly, the Smoke have the advantage from an experience standpoint. This is a young Vibe team, but as we've seen already, the Vibe, just because they're young doesn't mean they're not uber talented themselves. With some of the bats they have. 0-2. Swinging and a miss. Big strikeout for Shao. She gets Jones for the second out here in the 4th.
And that's an out that you desperately needed, because Jones has been the only member of this Vibe lineup tonight, with the exception of Sophia Nugent, who's on deck, who has yet to reach base. Eric Abide 0 for 5 now after that strikeout.
The aforementioned Nugent fouls it off there to third base. It's 0-1.
But she didn't start that. She started after the girl for Florida State.
The 0-1 from Shao.
Spot.
This is their low. Ball 1. 1-1 to count.
Trying to catch that one around the knees. and missed by a couple of inches.
Missed that one high. 2-1. Should Nugent extend this inning, Heather Arnett would be the scheduled hitter for the Vibe. That is a strike. Did you go to say went around? Good eye there, Vic. Good catch. They appealed there, and they said she went around, and it's 2-2. Yeah, that's a good call. That's fouled away. That was a good piece of umpiring there.
Yeah, it was a home plate umpire who was the one that made that call and immediately pointed to Nugent when he saw that barrel travel through just enough.
Hope some of the college ups were watching that. Take some notes. You could actually get a strike on a checks away. 2-2 the count. Nugent gets jammed and fouls it off.
Watch out.
Boy, there's just no easy outs in this game tonight here, Victor.
No.
Both teams, both lineups making the pitching staffs work. Even on outs, there's just no easy outs.
It's not one of those. You're gonna have to earn every out you get tonight, without question.
Grinded it out, basically. It's a full count here, 3-2.
Take this spot here. Here we go. Spot it up.
Payoff pitch. Got her. Big strikeout for Samantha Shaw to end the Vibe threat. Vibe do get 2 runs in the inning, but strain 2. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Smoke with a 9-5 lead. Welcome back, bottom of the 4th. On this Thursday evening in Lawrenceville, Georgia. 9-5 lead, and Vic, we got Elise Sokolsky re-entering the game here for the Vibe in the circle. That kid's as shocked as I am.
Well, I think the kid and you understand. You don't want to burn. Well, there's not that she re-enters the game, Eric. Is that you kind of understand that as our broadcaster Jake nearly reared his ugly head under that foul ball by Kraft. She was the most effective pitcher for the Vibe, and then next thing you know, she ran into trouble giving up those back-to-back home runs to start off the 3rd inning. So hopefully that chance on the bench to kind of get a mental refresh, but doesn't work as Kraft starts out the 4th with the base hit.
So Kraft with a single to start the home half of the fourth.
Now
Nice job driving that through the 5-6 hole. Kraft for the multi-hit game.
So Kraft gets on. Jasmine Jackson will step in here with one on, nobody out. She swings up the middle and through. Base hit. And Jackson singles, and it's 2 on, nobody out, just like that for the Smoke here to start the home half of the fourth.
Now batting, catcher, number 5, Elizabeth.
That's a big time. That's a big, big swing. You get the first 2 aboard, and now you have the opportunity to really open up the offense with Elizabeth Mason set to come to the plate. We will see a pinch runner for Taylor Kraft over at second base. That'll be Salin Rain Espinoza. We got to start Tuesday night at first base for the Smoke, running at second.
Mason to the plate. Two on, nobody out. You're at the bottom of the fourth. Takes ball one. Just for those that maybe are new and maybe kind of confused, how is Sokolsky allowed to get back in? Kind of talk about the rule, Vic, where Sokolsky can re-enter the game.
Well, when you're in the flex position, and it dictates the pitcher, you could be subbed out for anyone in the lineup, and then you're allowed to re-enter the game one time only. If she's removed for a second time, then she will be done for the game.
Ball and a strike to count. Mason rips it foul. How much do you think, too, this is game 1 of a 3-game series between these two teams? You're trying to preserve some arms here if you're the Vibe. It's a young arms staff for the Vibe. And you don't want to blow all your pitching in the first night of a 3-game series here, so you keep Sokolsky as an option.
Definitely. And, of course, if you're in the sneak, kind of also have to consider the same thing if you're the Smoke as well.
That's chopped up the middle and through. Base hit. They're going to wave the runner. The throw is wide as Silent Rain Espinosa scores. It's an RBI hit by Mason, and the Smoke extend the lead to 10-5.
And a nice piece of hitting once again, this time by Elizabeth Mason, scoring Silent Rain Espinosa. And again, the Smoke using the power game in the third, using the short game here in the fourth. And I thought that one almost hit Espinosa on the ankle.
Kat Rodriguez at the plate. Takes ball 1. 1-0 the count to the second-year veteran. Kat Rodriguez, of course, was an All-American at North Carolina. A ball and no strikes to Kat. But 2 out and nobody out. It's in the dirt for a ball. 2-0 the count.
And Eric, I know you had a chance to talk to Kat before the series, and just how she really enjoys the opportunity to play with the Smoke and also get to play internationally for Team Columbia as well.
And she delivers here with a base hit to left center. They're waving, the run will score, and Jackson, the throw went to second. There's Kat Rodriguez drives in a run, and it is 11-5 in favor of the Smoke.
Again, just finding the green grass, and Mason somehow avoided the tag at second base.
No, she got thrown out. They called her out.
No.
It looked like that.
No, they're going to challenge. They're going to call her safe, and the Vibe are going to challenge that play at second base. So it will be an official challenge from the Vibe on that call of safe over at second base.
She knows the handle and all that stuff.
So our umpires will go to their designated replay area. Take a look at the
Careful
advantage.
there. That broom must fell.
Yeah, I'm about to say we have to finish again with 2 umpires.
Let's take a look here. Was she safer out there?
Watch the tag over at second. From that vantage point, Eric, it looked like the glove may have gotten down on top of the hand. This is the best view right here. Although, I think that the palm of Mason beat that tag of Lauren Camazin. Now again, for those who are watching us for the first time for the PSL, each team is allowed 2 official challenges. And here's a review and the result. I said challenge. Call safe. So the call will stand of safe. Not really surprising, Aaron, based on that second camera angle we saw. Looked like that palm of Mason got on the front of second base. Let's take one more look. Watch this that boom right there. That hand of Mason snuck underneath the tag of Lauren Camazin. Well, we saw Lauren Camazin almost get this first out of the inning, and now we will see Hannah Camazin come from left field
Now pitching
into
for
the
Vibe,
circle
number 9,
for the Vibe.
Hannah Camazin.
The lefty warming up here. With 2 on. And nobody out still. We'll see if she can solve this Smoke lineup in offense. And Sokolsky they couldn't, Sokolsky was not the Smoke kind of had solved her, Vic. That's why I was kind of surprised they brought her back in, because they had started to hit her before they took her out.
And if you think about it, Eric, if you include the 3 straight home runs she gave up
Now
back in
Coco.
the 3rd inning, she's given up hits to the last 7 batters she's faced.
Coco at the plate with 2 on, nobody out. Show bunt, pull back, takes high for a ball. 1-0, 1-1 the count, excuse me.
Right now, young Coco.
11-5 in favor of the Smoke. How many pitchers, Vic, we've had combined in this ball game? He'll give you the answer after this pitch. As Coco checked her swing, they appeal to third, no swing.
Good take.
The correct answer, Mr. Lopez, would be surprisingly only 6.
Okay.
Because you had Sokolsky, Zabala, and now Hannah Camazin in the circle.
And that one's off of her, and the flip to first, not in time. Run scores, did a run score there?
Nope, there was going to be bases loaded because it was first and second.
They
So
held the
Janae
runner, yeah,
Jefferson now 3 for 3.
Janae Jefferson.
Wow. Basin, I think still talking about that slide at second base. I feel like. Now the top of the order, Jefferson. Bases loaded. And still nobody out. Jefferson's 2 for 2 tonight. That's a take from Jefferson, and it's 2-0 here, Vic.
6 total pitchers combined, 3 for each team.
The 2-0, Janae takes 3-0. See if Janae takes here on a 3-0 count with bases loaded. Jefferson takes the strike. It's 3-1.
You have Gatlis Goodnight on deck. You see Elizabeth Mason on at third. Kat Rodriguez at second, Coco Woolery at first.
Jefferson hits one to left. That will drop in for a hit. 1 run will score. They're going to send the runner to throw home. He's in time. They get the out. Rodriguez thrown out at home. And it'll be runners at the corners. 1 out. A Smoke do get a run in on the play. And it's 12-5.
Great effort down in the left field, and they almost got a diving catch and left. Kat Rodriguez was a little bit too anxious trying to get that second run home. It gets thrown out.
Number 25, Michaela Medellin.
So first and third and 1 out. Pitch inside. But got the strike call there. Deal 1. Silent Rain Espino popped up to short, and the catch is made. And there are 2 gone.
Yeah, that was with pinch hitter Michaela Medlin from Cal Baptist. Another two-way standout. She pops out, and here comes the aforementioned Morgan Howe.
Howe has had a monster game, and you see it right there. 3 for 3 with a single, a double, and a home run. 5 RBIs in the game. She takes a strike here with 0-1 to count. Deal 1 pitch. And it's up high. And it's ball 1, 1-1 to count to Howe.
And the thing about Morgan Howe, regardless of the situation, understanding you got Janae Jefferson over at first and Woolery at third, she's going to stick to her approach. She's going to stick to what's been working for her. And the unfortunate break there.
That is a line drive caught. Ooh. And she's hurt. Morgan Howe is hurt. As the inning ends, Smoke will have a 12-5 lead through 4, but the concern right now is with Morgan Howe. You hope she's all right.
Yeah, it had to be something where she left awkwardly out of the box. Take a look here. You just hope Eric is just a roll over on the ankle and nothing more than that.
Now they're attending to Howe. We will keep you updated on Morgan Howe. Come back. Smoke up 12-5. Help Morgan Howe, unfortunately, here. Not putting any weight. You just hope it's going to be okay and precautionary. Been playing some of the best softball of her career. Just wish for the best for her.
Yeah, the way that foot was looking, Eric. Again, you just hope it was just it's a sprain.
Shortstop, number 33.
Of course,
Heather
being
Arnett.
precautious. You don't want to put any weight on it. You don't want to keep that foot as elevated and keep it as. I'm sure she'll get the proper treatment. So it certainly impacts her availability for the rest of this series tomorrow night and Saturday, as Arnett swings through for strike one against Samantha Shao.
Arnett to lead it off here in the 5th for the Vibe. Arnett will be followed by Lauren Camison and Abby Dayton, 8-9-1 for the Vibe here in the 5th. Strike 3 looking as Shao gets the strikeout of Arnett for the first out here in the 5th.
And Sam Shao probably thinking that she's the first pitcher as you see some young Smoke fans enjoying themselves on this Thursday night.
First pitch fouled off. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, and Sam Shao, Eric, with 3 straight strikeouts since giving up that two-run single to cut it to a then 9-5 game.
The 0-1. Up high 1-1. She was the 3rd pitcher for the Smoke in this ball game. Donnie Goldborn started. Wexelman came in relief, and then Shao. 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 the count.
Shao came in, do only 2 pitches to get that final out of the 3rd. Kind of up and down 4th. Got back-to-back strikeouts, and she's been in cruise control since then.
What 2 pitch? That's 2-2.
Alex Coleman will be the new left fielder for the Smoke with the unfortunate injury to Morgan Howell that ended the bottom of the 4th.
Count is full. 3-2. Alex Coleman, of course, played at North Carolina. Shout out to Alex Funderburg, North Carolina SID's watching. I'm sure he's watching. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Shao gets the strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the 5th. 2 gone.
4th straight strikeout for Samantha Shao. And Eric, I think you referenced it in the 3rd inning. It will be which pitcher for either team that can start getting some outs consistently. It looks like Samantha Shao is the answer to that question.
First pitch to Abby Dayton. Ball 1, yeah. 1-0 the count. You're right. She gets settled in here. The 1-0 pitch. Dayton fouls it back, and it's 1-1.
Thank you, Coach.
A ball and a strike to count. It's low. 2-1.
"17 runs, Eric, and 20 hits combined between these 2 teams already tonight. And this is just the opening game of the series, folks.
Foul tipped here, and it's 2-2. I'm glad you're keeping track.
Keep going, keep going.
Somebody has to keep score between the two
How
of
many
us.
How many runners been left on base? Think about that.
14.
2-2. Upstairs 3-2.
Keep batting, keep batting.
Three balls, 2 strikes to count. And they get fouled off. A lot of pitches thrown. I don't think you're keeping track.
No. No,
All right, I
no,
was
no.
gonna say.
Now you're really starting to push the envelope, Mr. Lopez.
Hey, gotta hit Sam. Here go D. Yeah, D.
3-2 pitch. Out at the right side. Touch the base. And a rarity in this game. A 1-2-3 inning. The Shao retires the 5 in order. We've played 4.5 here in Lawrenceville. Smoke up 12-5.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Back here on this Thursday evening. Smoke is a 5. It's smoking 5s. Reference this here this week. Game 1 of this 3-game series between the Florida Vibe and the Atlanta Smoke. They're in the home half of the 5th. First pitch, a strike.
Very good.
Rick Lopez alongside Victor Anderson on this now 76-degree Thursday evening.
Hey, you work 8.
With all the heat that we've been dealing with, I'm surprised that we'll have temperatures that start with this 7.
Kaylee Harding taking a ball. Yeah, don't get too used to it. It's going to be
No.
right back up in the 90s tomorrow. Feel like over 100, depending on where you're at, including here in the state of Georgia. Fouled off. Of course, a big weekend here. Not too far away from here is the at the Legacy Tournament,
You got it.
where people like Cat Rodriguez, a lot of coaches will be in town looking for recruiting. So, and as we're probably coming to the game afterwards.
I do, yeah, they may be coming, yeah, definitely. They certainly will have an opportunity to watch some of their favorite players. Nice shot by Kaylee Harding, leading up that breaking ball by Camazin. As Hannah Camazin into the circle. Lauren still in the game at second.
Good job right there.
That's low,
Big toe curveball right there.
and it's full. 3-2.
Toe curveball. Go back to your toe on the righty.
3-2 the count. So Harding will be followed by Taylor Kraft and Jasmine Jackson, the scheduled hitters for the Smoke. And that is a ball 4 to walk to Harding to start off the home half of the 5th.
Now batting, designated
Almost got hit with ball 4 while she takes ball 4.
Time, bro.
I think we're wondering if there will be a pinch runner for Harding at first.
What is that?
Or maybe a pinch hitter.
Nope.
see.
Kraft,
Nope.
nope. Kraft will re-enter the game.
That's what it is.
Yeah, Kraft, wherever Kraft throws it. Kraft got the single to start out the fourth and was pinch running for by Silent Rain Espinoza.
It's fouled off. Folks, that's why I call him the professor.
You got the next one. You got the next one.
0-1 the count.
She's pretty slow, and then she just runs a curveball in, so it feels like it's skidding on you.
Or would you prefer encyclopedia?
No. There's only one encyclopedia, and that's a good friend of ours, Beth Moments. The professor, I don't wear glasses, so I don't know about it. We can come up with something between now and Saturday night,
All right, very good.
hopefully. That's your homework assignment.
Low 2-1 the count.
Feel like a late rhythm pitch.
Yours is coming.
2-1 the count to Kraft.
I need my last at bat.
Slow grounder to the right, left side. Throw to first, as that's the only play. They get Kraft for the out. Mason advancing to second as Jones makes the play. 5-3 on the ground out. One gone here in the fifth.
Now batting, right field, number 12, Jasmine Jackson.
Brings up Jasmine Jackson.
Strike, 0-1 the count.
CD, baby, CD.
Swing and a miss. Jackson down in the count 0-2.
Took a little bit off of that one. Pulled the string a little bit from Cameron's end to cross up Jackson.
Yeah, Jazz, yeah, Jazz.
It's a ball, 1-2 the count.
Good acceleration in the swing.
Jackson reaches for it, hits it to the right side of second to throw to first in time. 4-3 on the ground out. 2 gone. As Camazin,
Number 5, Elizabeth.
the other Camazin, with making the play there.
Yeah. Hannah was the one that served it up. Lauren's the one that picks up the out.
So 2 gone.
Seen it good, 5. Seen it good.
Elizabeth Mason at the plate. It's 2 for 3 tonight. Runner at third now in Harding. That's outside for a ball. 2-0.
I mean, I can't tell him how the height was okay. I thought it was crazy early on swing through, which is still a good swing. Just timing.
The 2-0 pitch. Nice off-speed pitch. Strike 2-1 to count.
I thought it was coming again. Because you stayed with your, if you're looking hard at them, you get cool.
Next one.
2-1. High, 3-1.
Just looking up and down this scorecard I have for the Smoke, Eric. Everyone in the lineup, with the exception
Like you were in fastball with him.
of Goodnight, has reached base twice.
Jam the grounder to second, a flip to first. In time, they retired the side. Smoke straying 1. We're through 5. It's Atlanta with a 12-5 lead over the 5.
Catcher. Never mind, she's ready.
Number 5,
I am. Okay, she's ready.
27. Hannah, 4.
Welcome back. On this Thursday evening, game one of this three-game series between the Atlanta Smoke and the Florida Vibe. Right now it's the Smoke with a 12-5 lead. Samantha Chow's first pitch. The strike gets 0-1 the count. We're at Grizzly Softball Complex. Eric Lopez alongside Victor Anderson. First of three games. They'll play game 2 tomorrow night, game 3 Saturday night. Chow delivers a strike. It's 1-1 the count. Hannah Core at the plate for the Vibe to start it off here in the 6th. The 1-1. Low 2-1 the count. Vic, you were finishing your thought there in the bottom half of the inning about just some of the offensive numbers in this game put up by both teams.
Yeah, the offensive onslaught, 17 runs, 20 hits. It's been remarkable to see, but Samantha Chow has somehow come in as Core tries to bunt her way on. And it's really because of Samantha Chow and her ability to really shut down this lineup after giving up that 2-run single in the 4th that has really allowed the Smoke to maintain their touchdown lead in the top of the 6th. Chow's retired 5 in a row, 4 of them by way of strikeout.
Two. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. One gone here in the 6th.
Left fielder, number 9.
Chow's in a groove right now.
Her 5th strikeout. She has been absolutely in command.
She gets a jam pop-up here. And the catch is made. Coco Woolley coming over from short, making the catch there in foul territory. And there are 2 gone here in the 6th inning. But Vic, we wondered early in this game who would be the team that could find that pitcher to get some outs, because both teams are going back and forth early, making pitching changes, and right now to this point the answer is the Smoke with Samantha Chow. She's been the difference.
She certainly has, Eric. Remember, she came in relief of Wexelman back in the 3rd inning, got a first pitch ground out to end the 3rd, ran into some trouble in the 4th, give up a 2-run single to make the score, then 9-5, but since then she is retired. Now 7 straight Vibe hitters.
Bree Peck at the plate. Peck hitting here with no one on, 2 out here in the 6th. Takes a strike, and quickly now, Chow ahead 0-2. Deal 2. Just missed it. 1-2.
When the umpire stood up, pitchers know if an umpire stands up, the next motion you usually see is they're putting their arms back, signaling strike 3.
Swing and a miss. She blows past her. She dials it up. A dominant inning for Chow. And she retires the Vibe in order here in the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Smoke with a 12-5 lead.
Fans, don't forget, we have merchandise that's located behind the scenes. Also, if you check it out,
the merchandise store. We want all the smoke. Not sure that the opponents right now this week have wanted the smoke.
No.
Beautiful Thursday evening. People having a good time here. The 12-5 lead for the Atlanta Smoke, trying to win their third straight game of the week. Take the first of a 3-game series here against the Vibe. Kat Rodriguez to lead it off. She takes the strike. It's 0-1 the count.
I was touching a little bit earlier, Eric, about the potency of this Atlanta Smoke lineup. 7 of the 9 parts of the order have reached base multiple times. Everyone in the lineup has reached base once. Everybody in the lineup has scored. Just to give you a small sampling of what the Atlanta Smoke have done in this series opener tonight.
Ball and 2 strikes.
Keep battling.
Fouled off. Everybody have a hit?
Everyone has reached base. Everyone does have a hit.
Wow. Just shows off the balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Morgan Howell, the star of the game. We hope she's okay. Thoughts with her as she got hurt in her last at-bat. You hope it's not too serious. They had to help her off the field. Especially with the PSL championships here about a month away, less than a month away now.
Mm-hmm.
1-2. Fouled off.
And of course, it's going to be, of course, the top seed will get a bye to the championship series, and the number 2 and number 3 seeds will play a single game for that other spot in the best of 3 championship series.
Foul ball there by Rodriguez. Count remains 1-2.
Keep battling, please. Keep battling.
Here in the bottom of the 6th. One and 2 to Cat. Reach for it, pokes a base hit into right field. A leadoff single to start the home half of the 6th for the Smoke comes via Cat Rodriguez single.
So Cat Rodriguez now becomes the 5th member of the Smoke with a multi-hit game tonight. Actually, correction, she is the 6th with a multi-hit game in this game.
Coco Woolley at the plate. 3 is the magic number if you're a Smoke fan. If the Smoke were to score 3 runs in this inning, they would win via the run rule. As Coco hits it foul. If they do not score 3 runs in this inning, they are 3 defensive outs away from victory.
Hey, battle tough, battle tough. Here we go. Find a way.
There you see it right there.
Scoreboard tells the story.
Are you running the scoreboard?
Nope,
Okay.
nope. I'm a man of many talents. Scoreboard ain't one of them.
17 hits for the Smoke here tonight. So only 4 for the Vibe. Ball and 2 strikes to Woolley. Coco, off speed, strike 3 looking frozen.
Oh,
Coco goes down on strikes for the first out here in the home half of the 6th.
nice job by Hannah Kamazin. Freezing up Woolry, and here comes Janae Jefferson. Take one more look at that one.
So back to the top of the order for the Smoke, and Jefferson with an 0-1 count. Takes their low for a ball, 1-1 the count. That's outside, 2-1. Janae Jefferson, you know, you talk about, of course, played at Texas. Arguably on the Mount Rushmore of Texas softball. That's Miss Lowe for a ball. Of course, Kat Osterman's always going to be the first name that people think of with her illustrious career, a 3-time National Player of the Year winner in college, gold medalist, 3-time Olympian. As Jefferson draws a walk, but many believe after Kat Osterman, you could argue that Janae Jefferson might be the greatest Texas Longhorn offensive player. Certainly might be an argument between her and Reese Atwood. But Jefferson's accolades speaks for itself. She helped lead Texas to a national championship series runner-up in 2022. She is on base at first. It's 2-on-1 out here. Smoke trying to win it here, Vic, with one swing with Michaela Medellin. Takes high for a ball.
Had a great career, capped off in Cal Baptist. Part of that team that made it to the NCAA tournament. Went into WAC, which is now rebranded to the UAC. In the newest wave of conference realignment that took place effective July 1st. Eric's still getting used to the WAC no longer being in existence. So
listen, that's the beauty of the PSL. I don't have to worry about realignment in the PSL. We don't need any of that. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. The Grand Canyon's not even in the WAC. They are now in the Mountain West, of course, but you got Cal Baptist moving on as well, right, from the WAC. It's a ground ball. Deep in the hole. Throw to first. Not in time. Safe. Medellin reaches. Arnett made a nice play, but Medellin was just better.
Beat it out. That slight hesitation from Arnett. Yeah, the timing you saw right there from Rodriguez affected the peripheral vision of the shortstop just enough to allow that infield single.
So bases loaded, 1 out. The winning run for the Smoke is in first base. Alex Coleman, who had to come in the ball game for Morgan Howe, and Howe left with the injury, steps in. And she takes ball 1. So Coleman with an opportunity here with bases loaded and 1 out. First tap out of the evening for Coleman. Off speed there. The count is 1-1.
Hey, working late now, late. Here we go. Let the ball travel for you.
Coleman actually got the start in one of the games against the New York Rise earlier this week to start the homestand.
Lays off that pitch. They appeal. No swing. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Went around that time, and it's 2-2.
Nasty movement from Camazin, and Coleman got handcuffed.
Two. Reach for it. It's a little grounder to flip home, and it's an out. What a play by Camazin. That was not an easy play, but she was able to flip it to her catcher at home plate to get the force out for the second out of the inning.
I'm sure she
Third baseman.
Took some
number
notes from
Haley Harding.
her fellow sibling with a little shuffle pass to home plate to get the force with Rodriguez.
And Nugent was ready for it. That was not easy. Now Harding, who's capable of ending this game with one swing.
Little base hit.
0-1 the count to Harding. Harding hits a high fly ball, but it's going to stay in the park as the catch is made to retire the side. Smoke Strand, the bases loaded, but are looking to close this game out and take the first game of this three-game series when we return. Copy that.
Copy.
This week. Take the first game of this three-game series with game 2 tomorrow night. Game 3, wrapping it up on Saturday. Be on right here on YouTube the next 2 nights.
Now, first baseman, number 31, Alexis Papillo.
Samantha Shao has been magnificent since coming in relief to face Alexis Papillo. We'll lead it off here for the Vibe. It'll be Papillo, Tarina Jones, and Sophia Nugent. 5, 6, 7 in the order for the Vibe. First pitch strike, gets 0-1 the count to Shao. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
A lot of swing and misses from Shao in this appearance out of the bullpen. 3 1/3 innings, Eric. She's given up 2 runs, both of them unearned. Has walked 1 batter. Struck out 6.
She gets a pop-up here. Ooh, that catch is made by Woolley. That was not easy. Sometimes those pop-ups up in going super high are not the easiest, but Woolley makes the play for the first out here in the 7th.
And not only, and also you have to account for, you're likely looking up in the lights.
Yep.
And you're probably having to deal with them on your peripheral on your right side. See, that makes what could be a routine play in the afternoon when it's like a early evening game when you don't have to worry about the lights. As we see them here in Lawrenceville. You can make a routine play when you're dealing with those lights a lot more difficult.
Ground ball, throw to first. In time. Quick play there, 2 up, 2 down. Good defense by Harding, and the Smoker are out away from victory.
One more look. Good job by Harding, cutting in front of Worry and getting that throw decisively over. And the Vibor down to the final out.
Nugent takes a strike, it's 0-1. Samantha Shao tried to close this out. for the Smoke. He would be in line to get the victory. They're 1-1. Ball and a strike to count. Up the middle, diving attempt, it gets through to the center field for a hit. Woolley dove, but he got past her as Nugent singles, and the Vibes stay alive here with a 2-out single.
Had just enough eyes to get past that glove of Worry to keep this game going. Take one more look at that one, Eric. That extra bounce just
Now batting.
went over Wolvery's glove.
Shortstop, number 33.
It would have been a tough play for her, and even if she got that glove on it.
It's a 1-on, 2-out. Chow. First pitch. It's there for a ball. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. That's popped up. Foul out of play. We'll do it again. 1-1 the count.
Remember I was saying about the
Heather Arnett
when the Yankees played
and the Vibe trying to mount a late comeback here.
that was Java Chamberlain. Remember Java Chamberlain?
Arnett 1 for 3 tonight.
And he hit bugs in. I'll get the video.
The 1-1. Low ball 2.
Hey, watch your
2
own
and 1.
ankles. Broke your own ankles.
2 balls and 1 strike to count. 1-on, 2-out here in the 7th.
Giving Shaw a little bit of a rough time trying to anticipate that possible throw behind the plate from Mason.
Hey! Oh, where's that? That's a strike from here.
Count 3-1 now. And that's missed. Ball 4. A walk, and it's 2-on, 2-out here in the 7th as the Vibe not going out quietly here in the 7th.
Now batting, second baseman, number 2.
And it's the first time, Eric, since the 4th inning where Samantha Shaw has been in a real tight situation. Remember in that inning, she gave up 2 runs. And these are the first 2 base runners she's allowed since that 4th inning.
Lauren Camazin at the plate. She takes for a ball, and if she can get on base, the top of the order would come up for the Vibe. Mason now visiting with Shaw. Trying to settle her down here, trying to just get 1 more out for the victory.
Yeah, she's pitched well all night long. Now in her 4th inning of relief, remember she came in with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd.
Yeah, the orange one.
Kind of ground out on 2 pitches to end the inning.
Yeah, just go talk to that AD, I think.
Popped up foul back in the stands, and it's 1-1. One pitch. That's hit to center, but playable. As the catch is made, and the ball game is over. And the Atlanta Smoke
That concludes today's matchup.
take game one of this three-game series over the Florida Vibe with a final score of 12-5. Samantha Shao gets the win in relief. A solid outing out of the bullpen for Shao in relief. She gets the win, and the Smoke Surlet with a balanced attack, Victor, gets the victory.
A well-balanced attack, an attack that did it in all different ways tonight. And a nice job by the Smoke in a game that we knew that was going to be some fireworks. And, well, we got those fireworks defensively. We saw some great plays on both sides. And the offenses really came to play in this series opener tonight.
And the Smoke, of course, hit back-to-back-to-back home runs, part of a 7-run third inning that helped break the game open. Go on for victory, 12-5. That'll do it from Lawrenceville, Georgia here tonight for our great crew. And Victor Anderson, Eric Lopez saying so long. And I hope you join us again tomorrow night, 7:05 or 7 o'clock. We'll have game 2 of this series, the Smoke and the Vibe on YouTube. Until then, good night from Lawrenceville. The Atlanta Smoke victorious over the Florida Vibe, 12-5.